my unhealthy diet and lack of sleep.
Hey guys.
How's it going?
Okay, we're
Fantastic.
usually a nightmare in this room, so
Yes, we
I
are.
apologize.
Buckle up.
Buckle up. Tell us about the arrival tonight, the golf cart and everything. How did you come up with it? What was your gestation?
Honestly, we were actually just interrupted halfway through a game, and I refused to take a penalty stroke. I mean, not at my watch. So we had to just play through. You know, like the pros we are.
The great thing is, like, just by accident, it ended up being like on par with the rest of our entrances.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
I tell you, the back nine of that course was a real bitch, though.
That back nine was a son of a bitch.
A lot of
Never seen
hazards.
somebody have.
Sand hazard thing.
Oh my god.
Are you big golfers in real life?
Absolutely not.
I feel about average height golfers, maybe
Okay.
slightly on the tall end, but
I
not big.
A little golf.
I don't know if this is gonna shock you, but I'm not exactly an athlete.
That's just. Hey, start with Care. That's Care.
Hey, Karen.
Take care.
Hey.
Let's do this.
Okay. Firstly, love the blue in your hair, hey? Like,
Thank you.
awesome. I'm Karen from Fox City Music Kitchener, and thank you for coming to Kitchener performing at the Autumn recently.
Oh yeah, that was
and,
fun.
You know, I've heard, you know, so many people that were at the show and enjoyed the show and love how energetic you guys are live on stage. So twofold.
Thank God we talked to the right people.
When are you coming back to Kitchener?
Well, that was
I gotta ask
pretty
them.
recent.
That was
I
pretty
know,
recent.
I know. People are
We don't want to oversaturate that market.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're getting pretty busy.
We do have another Canadian tour that we haven't announced the dates yet, but we haven't
Great.
announced Canadian
Cat was out of
We
the
just
bag.
gave it away. I think November we're gonna get busy again in Canada, so
Yeah.
we'll be back soon.
We'll be around.
Yeah.
Well, and you're in the States July and August, right?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
And then Europe in the fall, yeah, we're very busy.
Awesome. Well, hey, Brent.
As you can tell by our postures here.
Hey,
Ryan Durkee from T.TV.
Hey Ryan, great red shirt.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Now speaking of Sebastian, you guys have been really known for your red carpet entrances and what you've been wearing. What has been your favorite entrance?
I'll tell you, the one that I thought looked the funniest was when we did the one last year with the water skiing and the
Right.
boat and the speedos and stuff. But I will also tell you, I was fucking terrified when I did that. Because I mean, what if there's a wardrobe malfunction?
Yeah.
I basically showed up naked to that. So that was terrifying. So it wasn't actually that fun for me at the time. But in hindsight, the photos of it I thought were really funny.
Awesome. Hey.
Hi, Josh from Jukasa Radio 95.
Hey, great name, great name.
I'm a big fan of Pop 101. I think it's
Thank you.
a very creative song. I've heard
A song within a song.
Within a song, exactly. Would you mind telling the story of why you came up with that idea? I heard it before in
Yeah, sure.
short passing, but
are you guys Redditors? You go to Reddit? Yes. They do AMAs, right? And I did one, and people were asking me about Call Me Maybe, and I got all this backlash about Call Me Maybe, and they were like, that took 2 people to fucking write, Jesus Christ, blah blah. And I was like, first of all, if it's so easy, why didn't you fucking do it?
Second of all, it was 3 people.
Yeah. And if you think it's so fucking easy, here's a list of exactly how to do it. And that's sort of where it came from. It was I hadn't really heard a song that was a sort of tongue-in-cheek about writing songs before, and I wanted it. It was really difficult. That's actually one of the most difficult songs that we've done because as I was writing the lyrics in the studio, if I changed anything, we would then have to change all the music to go with it because it was describing what was happening in the moment. So that was actually one of the more difficult, complex songs that we've done. Although it ends up coming off feeling fairly silly, it's actually like a very complicated fucking song.
Well, speaking of songwriting, the last album, Astoria, you talked about the fact that it was a bit of a love letter to like fantasy adventure films from the 80s, and
Sure.
Astoria is the place where the Goonies was set.
Right.
You had the Hey You Guys tour. Why did you want to kind of integrate that theme into what you did with the last album and tour?
I really like when an album can have its own sort of self-contained universe. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I like the setting of it. I really like there's been a bunch of albums that have done that, like Pet Sounds or Teenage Dream, Candyland, or whatever. I like it when an album can have its own backdrop. And I hadn't really heard anyone do 80s coming-of-age adventure movies as a backdrop, and I was just sort of like, that would be a fun, we could do, we could have the look of the band be that, the artwork, like the sounds on the record. It just seemed like there were a lot of places to draw inspiration from if we were to do that. And we ended up having a lot of fun doing it. Like, it was our most fun album to make for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rudy.
Hey guys, Rudy Blair.
Hey, good looking.
Hey, any chance any of you guys plan on doing any solo projects once this album and tour sort of slows down?
I think Mike's due for a Christmas song this year.
So,
The rest of us did.
I think at some point, I've always wanted to do an album where I play all the instruments myself. So at some point, I'll probably do like a little EP or something like that. But Mary Annis is definitely all their full-time jobs, and will remain that way.
What do you say?
Hey guys, I'm Gabriel from Boulevard 101.
Hey, man.
This is the Prime Month here in Toronto. In 2016, what would you say to your LGBTQ fan base?
I'm sorry. Can you say that again? It wasn't totally clear.
Sorry. It's 2016. What would you say to your LGBTQ fan base now?
As opposed to
last year, or what?
No, but
No, like we hope that like everything's been changing, moving progressive, and I feel like minds are being opened, and it's good that things are going that way. And hopefully they continue to for everybody, so everybody can actually feel like being exactly who they are, and not having to hide it anymore.
And that community has always been extremely supportive of what we do, and we appreciate that a lot. And obviously, they're very supportive of that as well. So
Yeah, I'd say stay the course.
yeah, don't change.
Cool.
Eric.
Hey, it's Aaron from Sirius XM at CTV. How are you?
Hey, buddy. Good to see you.
You have done a lot of shows with We Day and Free the Children. Can you talk about the responsibility within the band and also outside the band, working with the cause and doing things for the better good, especially in 2016 where it's going to be a little bit nuts out there?
I don't know, man. I think we're just in a very cool position where we can reach a lot of people with what we do, whether it's through our social media, through our performances, or anything. And why not get behind something whenever we have an opportunity to do so?
I think especially with We Day because of that youth empowerment, which I really agree with. You know, I think when I was in high school, it didn't seem like youth were invited to be sort of self-empowering and that sort of change the world aspect of it. I think is really really important. I also just think too, like I think everyone's going to have a different charitable thing that means something to them, and to me the point isn't necessarily about which one you do, but that you are at least supporting something. You know what I mean? Rather than just yourself. Because that's shitty.
I know you literally just came off the red carpet, but any thoughts for next year's entrance yet? When do you start thinking about next year?
We actually have a few ideas.
Do you already?
We do have a few ideas, and somebody pointed out to us today that next year will be our 10th year of attending the Much
Whoa.
Video Awards. So I feel like for our 10-year anniversary,
We got something big.
We'll come as
pull something
10.
big out of this. We'll come as tents. Oh,
What if we
10.
could somehow combine all of our entrances into
Oh, there it is!
Oh my god.
We say this year after year, but ideally we would like to zip line from the CN Tower.
We've asked about that, but the power lines, they won't let us do it. I also,
Yeah,
I
It's
really,
quite daunting.
I
We're
fucking
looking
do
at
it.
it.
I also
Dude,
really,
I looked up into it, I'm like, that's 45
I would do it.
degrees.
I also really wanted us to get lowered down from a helicopter, dressed in like SWAT team outfits, and then rip off and have tuxes underneath, like James Bond style. But again, the power line.
That one we're still working on.
You're yeah.
Every year we're like, so remember the helicopter?
No. One of my personal favorites that we've discussed at length is dressing as the red carpet.
Oh yeah.
And actually laying there through the whole procession of people, and then at the very end, we get up and we're just dressed like red
Yeah.
carpet.
It was you the whole time.
Yeah, it was real.
I always love the idea of us dressing as Ninja Turtles and coming out of the sewer.
The problem is the carpet's in the way.
Right.
Yeah. And then he smelled like shit.
Wait, we gotta not give away too many gems.
Yeah, sorry.
But we're giving away all the ones we can't do anyway, so.
Guys, thank you so much for always being such a great part.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.